Hey friends, it's Jackeline here. In today's video, I'll be responding to that 21 questions makeup tag. But before we get started, and if you're new here, I hope that you will give me that opportunity and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. And come and follow me on my Instagram. And now, if you're ready for me to respond to all those questions, then just keep on watching. I just love tags, and this specific 21 questions tag was created by Allie Glines, but my friend Patty Alonso, she did again this tag right here and she tagged me. So I'm like, thank you so much, Patty. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I will be tagging other creators because I think tag videos, they are super fun. It's a really good way to know each other. You know, it's just more fun. It's more fun. So let's start right here with the first question. It says, what is the oldest makeup product in your collection? Okay, and I have it right here and it's so old. This is by Lancome. It's a blush in Blushing Treasure and it's so old that it's already cracking. It wasn't broken. I didn't do anything to it and it just, I opened it up and plop, it flopped on me. This right here, I have it for 17, 18 years. Yeah, yes, this is my oldest makeup product. And then second question right here is, what is your most recent makeup purchase? Okay, so I just purchased a few days ago the new Dior Blooming Bouquet eyeshadow cream, but it hasn't arrived yet. So prior to that, I bought this baby right here, the new Chanel. This is the Pearls de Lumière highlighter blush that is not really a blush but more of like a highlighter. Oh, this is a beauty right here. So yes, this one right here, aside to obviously the collection, the lipstick which I'm wearing right now, and then the quad that is I'm wearing here too. Yeah, that is it. And the next question, what is the first makeup product you ever used? Okay, so this has to be with my mom. I used to see her how she applied this product and it always looks so beautiful on her skin. I mean, she has a beautiful skin. It's this Maja. It's kind of like a, it's not a, I don't think it's a foundation powder. I honestly do not remember. I mean, I'm talking about back when I was 14 to 15 years old. And it's not that I use it every day. It's like back in Peru, I'm Peruvian, if you're new here, welcome. Yeah, so back in Peru, there's a lot of quinceañeras. So usually the quinceañeras, they are kind of on the border when you turn, 14 years old. Sometimes you're invited when you're 13. 13, I don't think I use any makeup at all, but 14 years old, I was allowed by my mom to use her Maja powder. That was the first makeup, like true makeup product that I used. Next. What is a makeup trend that you used to love but now you hate? I think a very dark lip liner. I used to love that back, I will say, 1997, 1998. Around there, I kind of like love that look, like having very dark, lip liner and then lighter lipstick. I used to love it, but now I despise it. I just feel like it's too much. I like obviously a little bit, deeper tone of liner to make that contrast with the lipstick, but too dark, no, not anymore. And now going to the fifth question right here, what is a makeup trend that you used to hate but now you love? Oh, honestly, I don't know if it's a I mean, I cannot think about a trend that I changed my mind on it. I have always loved blush, but in little amount, and what I have noticed now is that I kind of like go not overboard, but I'm applying more blush than what I used to before. So I don't know if that's considered a trend or not, but if talking about it, perhaps just applying a little bit more blush. Again, this is not a trend. I think it's an application of product, but I don't know what to answer this question. But yeah, maybe just applying blush, not over applying it, but applying more blush. Okay, let's go to the sixth question. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? This is tough. I think I enjoy the entire process of putting my makeup on and see how everything comes together. I think I just love it, and it's a moment for me that I kind of like, okay, just, pamper myself, feel good about myself. Yeah, so it's a hard question right there. It really is. So yeah, I think the entire process, I enjoy it so much. If I have to pick up something, it perhaps will be applying eyeshadow because the creativity that goes behind it, but I also love sealing the makeup with the lipstick. I don't know, I think just lipstick kind of like brings everything together. So you'll be between the eyeshadow and the lipstick. I guess it's a tie, both of them. Question number 7. What is a makeup product you cannot live without? You know what? This is a very interesting question for me because I used to use makeup back when I was, on my teen years, like 17, 18 years old, 16 years old. I used to use makeup 20, 21, and then 23, yeah, something like that. But then when I have my first child, my second child came just a year after I had my first one, so they're literally a year and some days apart, okay? Yeah. So for me, it was kind of like makeup was the last thing to think about throughout those years because it was kind of like having twins. So for many years, I only use makeup when it's not that needed, but perhaps like, when I had an event to go to, or, like on the weekends that I had, to plan a wedding, then I put a little bit of makeup on, but, it wasn't like every single day. So for me, I kind of forgo makeup for a lot of days out of my, in between my 20s and my 30s. I'm already in my 40s right now. But if I will have to pick, and because time has passed, my dark under eye circles, they are too dark. They are blue, and they make me look really tired if I don't cover them. So I will say, if it has to be makeup, it will have to be, I will say, a color corrector. Yeah, because I have a couple color correctors. In fact, I do have this right now. I'm using it. It's this Color Science 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy. This is kind of like a SPF concealer / color corrector, and I love it. And I think that gives me enough coverage to just forgo my entire makeup and just use my SPF, this right here, and yeah, good to go. So I think color corrector, if you want to take it up there, perhaps concealer, but yeah, mostly color corrector. Okay, moving on to question number 8. What sparked your love for makeup? I think that was my mom. I remember sitting down on our dining table. Yeah, it was on our dining table, and she didn't have a lot of makeup. She only had, the bare minimum, like just a little bit of blush, the powder that I was talking about, her mascara, and maybe like 1 or 2 eyeshadows, kind of like singles, and her lipsticks. That's all. I don't remember she put a lot of makeup, but just watching her, how she applied her makeup, is so much detail, and she just looks so beautiful. And what I love about, watching her putting her makeup on, it was just how natural it looked on her, that I was still able to see her. I don't see like she was putting a spackle of makeup all over her, and that kind of like, it just made me feel more in love with that. Like, oh, she's my mom, she looks beautiful, and a little bit extra beautiful, but yet is still her, as beautiful as she is. To question number 9, what is the worst makeup look you have ever done? Well, maybe many. You have to judge. I think here in camera, the one that, I think when I started my YouTube channel, let me go and check. Okay, hold on. I come back. Okay. So the most recent one, I think from last Dior summer collection, I think was the color, I don't remember, color game something, okay? And it was, I made it with the blue, yeah, I made it with the blue palette, and I kind of enjoy it, but then every time that I looked at myself, I felt like, okay, I look kind of like, it's giving me 80s vibe, and perhaps that's why I didn't like it that much, because it wasn't, I remember because I was reviewing it, I was trying to use all the eyeshadows from that queen, but at the end result, I didn't like to use the entire queen. I should use just, like blue or just the pink side of it. Yeah, so I ended up using all of it, and I ended up with this look that it looked a little bit more in the 80s vibe, and yeah, that's the one that didn't like that much. Question number 10, what is your favorite makeup look you have ever done? Wow, you have ever done. Well, from off camera, I guess on this one we'll have to talk about in camera. There's two that I really love, and both of them, they are a little bit different. One was with the Pat McGrath Divine Rose palette, that Divine Rose #1, and the other one that I really, really love and really felt like, okay, this is me. It was with the Scott Barnes summer collection, the summer 2020 collection. I felt like really bronze, very like, I just love the look. I'm gonna put a picture right here. So I think that perhaps will be my favorite look. Yeah, but then, I mean, whatever I do with my Pat McGrath Divine Rose one too, it just gave me, favorite look. But overall, like everything, how I look, my entire face of makeup, it has to be the one from Scott Barnes and the summer collection. Question number 11, what is your favorite drugstore makeup product? I will have to say the Physicians Formula, the Butter Bronzer. That's the one that I really like. I love the scent of it. I love how smooth, buttery, and not in the sense of like greasy or that it's a creamy bronzer, but just how smooth it blends the actual shade that I have. It just looks so pretty, and I love the scent of it too. So yeah, that's the one. Going into question number 12, what is your favorite splurge makeup product? And I think it has to be the Pat McGrath eyeshadow palettes. It's something that, I always watch other people having them, and I'm like, what is special about them, until I find out. And then there's nothing that stops me to get each Mothership palette. They are just truly stunning, truly beautiful. Oh, the different formulations and packaging. This is the gold packaging of the Divine Rose #2 that, I'm so happy it came back. And yeah, I think the Pat McGrath, the Mothership palettes, those are the ones. What is your most repurchased makeup product? Okay, this one I purchased it. I don't have it anymore here in my collection, but it was, or I do. Perhaps I do. Yes, I do have one right here. I do have it. Is that Lancome Definicils? This one right here has been my most repurchased product. Although I don't use it anymore, I repurchased these for, I will say, almost perhaps 17, 18 years of my life. I just keep repurchasing this specific product. Now I do have other mascaras that I like more now, but this one is a good mascara, mostly like for every day. It's not to do like a super glam look, but Lancome mascaras are overall really, really good. And overall, if I have to answer this question, it's mascaras in general. That's the product that I have repurchased the most throughout the years. Question 14, what is your earliest makeup memory? I think, I already spoke about my mom, but prior to that, my mom used to work, she has always been a very, very hard worker. So I was very little, and my sister, one of my sisters, she's the one back in Peru, do a lot of plays in school, and she was always like, putting me on some makeup. And I always remember she likes to sew, that she will do me my costumes, like even my uniforms for school, she will sew them for me. She's magical. Even right now, she's have done so many beautiful creations. She does wedding dresses too. She's amazing. And I remember, like, I was little and she enjoys so much to take me to the play, dress me up, and then put me some makeup on. So she used a little bit of red lipstick in the middle, not too much, because I'm talking about when I was 6 years old, 5, 6 years old, and she put me some little bit of red lipstick, and then she tapped it in and she put it, like a blush right here on my cheeks, and then she put me just a little bit of eyeshadow that it was pretty much non-color, kind of like a very light pink. So that is my earliest memory with my sister Lucha. Then when I was a baby, I used to call, because I couldn't pronounce her name, I used to call her Acha. Yeah, I know. Yeah, with my sister. Question number 15. What is your favorite place to shop for makeup? Honestly, if it's in a store, I enjoy Sephora quite a bit. And then if it's online, which for the most part I'm doing right now, there's so many websites, but I think a website that I have a lot of fun, aside to Sephora's website, aside to Nordstrom website, is Selfridges, because I get to see products that perhaps they don't arrive here to the United States, or that they are gonna launch later on, and I don't know, it just, you get your hands on different things. And then I pay for the yearly shipping fee, which I think is $40 or $50, but you receive your products right away and you can buy whatever you want pretty much, and usually it's less expensive buying it from Selfridges than if you were to buy it at a US location. Not necessarily a retailer, but US based kind of retailer store. So yeah, I think I have a lot of fun shopping online at Selfridges and shopping in a store at Sephora, Nordstrom. Yeah. Moving to the question number 16, says, what is the most underrated makeup product you own? Yes, this one right here. This is the Derma Blend Smooth Liquid Camo Concealer, and I know the packaging has changed, but the formulation is the same. And I think if you have really dark under eye circles and you need a lot of coverage, but you want something that is very lightweight and that it doesn't really crease, you will love this one right here. I think it's underrated. I don't hear enough people talking about it, how good this concealer is. What is the most overrated makeup product you own? So I went to look around my collection, and I think that Kylie matte lipsticks. I think, nothing against Kylie Jenner, the family, or nothing of that, okay? But I just think the matte formula is just overrated. I love the colors, the shades that they have, they're beautiful, but the matte liquid lipsticks, they are just so drying. So I understand if you are 15, 16, 17, 18, 20s, if your lips are not dry or they do not tend to chap, they will work just fine. But to me, this is a very drying formula. I like the velvet formula, and the lip glosses are nice, but the matte formula is just so drying, so I really think they are overrated overall. What is a discontinued makeup product you wish will come back? Oh my gosh, there are so many. I'll say Anastasia Beverly Hills and Ambrisi highlighter. I think that highlighter needs to come back. Chanel and Levage, the eyeshadow, this one right here. I try to not use it as much as I used to before, just because I don't want to run out of it. This is such a beautiful palette. And then, sorry, I cannot give you one. There are just too many. I can keep going on and on. But also the Positano collection from Chantecaille. This one right here. I was able to get my hands on this baby. So beautiful. It's just so beautiful. This is a bronzer and a highlighter. But then the eyeshadows, I think this one right here is still available. It's kind of like a seafoam blue. Oh, stunning. And then this one right here. This one is the one that, I don't know. You cannot find it anywhere. If I find it, I will make sure to put it in the description box. But yeah, this one right here is in Soleil. Oh, stunning. So yes, those I think are the ones that they need to make a return. Where do you go for makeup inspiration? I think between, if we're talking about platform, both Instagram and also YouTube. both of them, yes. And then if I'm talking specific, like which makeup artist, Hindash, I love him. I actually was able to, quote unquote, I shouldn't say collaborate, but he helped me out. I did this video on using the best makeup product from some of my favorite, creators here in this platform, and he helped me out. He picked up my eyeshadow palette. So I just you can tell when he does a makeup. It's kind of like he has a signature. You can tell is his artistry. I love also Andrea Lee. She's based in Paris. I love what she does. I also love Patrick Tam. I love like how simple but very like seductive is his makeup, but very bombshell like. And then I also like Han Bangko. I think also his makeup is, it really emphasizes the beauty of a person without masking. And I think that's kind of also overall these 4 makeup artists. That's the way that I perceive their artistry. I just love what they do. Question number 20, what do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? I think just overproduction of, like too many releases. Like I really enjoy brands that they just go, like they think ahead what they are gonna launch, and that is not massive. Massive amount of releases over and over. Eyeshadows that they seem being recycled. They have overstock of different eyeshadow shades, and they put it in a different pan, and then they mix it in. I think I'm done to see that, like overproduction and not really being thoughtful about it. I think that's what I'm just like, I'm a little bit done of that. And then the last question is, what do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? I think there's a couple of things that I really want to see. I want to see inclusivity on every aspect. So I was reviewing this Auric new brand by Samantha Ravendolph, and I really love how it, she showcased different models, different people from different skin tones, ethnicities too. I love to see that inclusivity. But when I talk about inclusivity, all of it is not only, female, male, and, skin tones and whatnot, but also aging. Like I'm already on my 4th floor, and I know there's creators here on this platform that they are already, on their 50s, 60 years old. I think we just need more representation overall right there. And then another thing that I would love to see too is brands collaborating not only with like big, massive influencers, but with smaller creators. And not only like the big brands, but also indie brands. I like to see that. I want to see a little bit more of like, let's just start something fresh, something new, something different. So yeah, those are it. Okay, my friends, so I responded to these 21 questions. It was a lot of fun. Some of them, they really gave me trouble. I was like, let me think about it. So thank you so much to Allie Glines for creating this tag, and thank you so much to my friend Patty Alonso for tagging me. Thank you so much, girl. And also thank you so much to my friend Allison Chase. She just uploaded her video a couple days ago, but I had pre-recorded this video. She tagged me. I love you so much, Allison. Thank you so much for tagging me. This was so much fun. Thank you, Allison, and thank you so much, Patty. And I will be also tagging some other creators. Hopefully they get to do it. And if you're a creator, please go ahead and do it. These tags are a lot of fun. Like I said, it's a really good way to start a conversation with your subscribers and get to know each other even more. And by the way, talking about subscribers, to all that you're watching right here, thank you so much for your time. I hope that you really enjoy this video, and I hope that you can give me that opportunity. And before you head out, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. And it would be amazing if we can grow our family on Instagram. I'm trying to get to that magical number of 10K. So if you can help me out right there, and if you're on Instagram, please come and follow me there. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye.